not checked it out yet, but it looks very
It's
interesting.
good. You like comedy?
Yeah.
It's good.
So
yeah,
it looks really good. And then our favorite thing that we're watching right now is this CIA thing, and it's actually on DirecTV has their own station called Audience on network.
I have that.
Okay.
It's on that app.
And it's up till now there hasn't been anything on it that we really like. There was something with Thandie Newton on a few years ago that I kind of tried to get into but really couldn't. But this show is called Condor.
Okay.
And it's a CIA type thing. And it is, well, not CIA type thing. That's exactly what it is. It's a CIA thing.
CIA show.
And yeah, and it's got all the conspiracies and the spies and stuff. It's
my
dope.
Shit.
We're like 4 episodes in. We are so sprung.
That's my shit. A conspiracy.
It
oh
is
my
so
God.
good.
I will unravel it.
The William Hurt is in it. He's like the only person I can think of that I know off the top of my head. Everyone else is like some people, they look familiar, you've seen them around or whatever, but the biggest name in it I would think is William Hurt. And he's playing his part. It's really good. It's really good. If you like that kind of thing, oh my God,
it's right up my alley.
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'm more interested in that. What is it? What is it called?
Which one? 10 Star?
No, the player. How do you work? Where is that?
Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon. What is that? That's some new stuff. I haven't even heard of this before.
Yeah, we talked about Amazon Prime. It's one of the places. Amazon Prime's been around for a while. It's like, you know how you have Amazon. You go on Amazon and do shopping, right? Well, if you're a Prime member, you get the free 3-day shipping, and one of the other perks you get is that they have
their catalog
shows that they produce, like Netflix. They've been doing it for a few years now. They have a lot of very excellent shows, and they also have their
movies and documentaries.
Right, and they have stuff that's not theirs as well. So there's other stuff on there, and they have their own original stuff, and then they have reruns, and then sometimes, and if you have now, one thing I'm curious about is if you watch an HBO show on Amazon Prime, which you can do, if it still has that same access to the trivia and all that kind of stuff, because I haven't done that.
Not for everyone actually. And as a matter of fact, there are other shows that are up there that are independently produced things. Like I've watched some web series that are now on Amazon Prime, and they don't have that stuff. Doesn't come up for that. But their catalog is still fantastic, especially if you like. I like some obscure artsy documentaries and stuff like that they have, or like TV movies from the 70s and 80s you find on there. It's pretty amazing catalog.
Okay.
Yeah, I mostly watched their original stuff. I watched Catastrophe. Jason and Mindy, they were talking about that. They watched that as well.
Okay.
And that's it's a comedy, and it's about this American who goes over to London, guy in his 40s. He meets, a woman in her 40s, whatever, and they have a one-night stand. She ends up getting pregnant, and they decide to make a go of it.
Oh, wow.
So they're together now, and they're a few years in and a few kids in, and it's just all about them. Right. That one-night stand that turned into a marriage.
The whole life, right, yeah. The rest of your life.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah, there's that. Then, like I said, the 10-star thing I'm watching, it's about this guy from London who becomes a small-town sheriff in this small Canadian town called Little Big Bear. And there's all kinds of...
Little Big Dick, Little Big Bear.
Little Big Bear. And, I don't want to give it away, but, tragedy strikes in the first episode, and this is, it's intense. It's a little bit weird. But it's good. It's interesting. Okay. But, yeah, there's good stuff. All right, you guys want to get into these topics?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
News and noteworthy. The Shiznit.
So Monique releases a secret recorded conversation with Tyler Perry. Pip, what's up with your girl?
My girl.
Your girl.
I stand by her because I just can't let go of the black woman and who keeps fighting. But I have to say, I'm kind of on her side on this one. I'm glad she did, because I feel like she felt like people were lying about her, and she created some drama and didn't get people on her side. And this is not necessarily going to help her case, but she did reveal some things to light of that was true that she's been saying. Like, she didn't get her money. Mm-hmm. And then she kind of did show Tyler Perry was hedging a lot. He was all. Did you listen to the whole thing?
I haven't. I want to know.
I actually read it.
I listened to all of them.
I read it and listened to most of it, but I read the transcripts.
I listened to the whole thing. I wanted to hear the tone of it.
Ooh.
And to a certain degree, she was railroading. They was stringing him along, and they should have let him know you can't just record people like that. That's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all like, it was mostly like, look, we just want to talk to you brother to brother, right? And his business like us, we got to do, but let's talk like real talk. And then she kind of got into that whole thing like, this is why I like Medea. Medea's real. You being Tyler Perry is a millionaire, and he talked Tyler Perry millionaire talk, and he forgot how to be real. And I'm like, that's a good point she's making, actually. And was screwing her a little bit and talking about her out the side of his neck and not supporting her. And she got proof. So that's all. And then
But what did he say?
You didn't listen to none of it?
No. Tell me like something.
Basically, what it was it was all about her getting. He said he was going to help her get money, and he also was like, all along she's been saying, I was not contractually obligated to do all this stuff for Precious.
The press, right? Yeah.
The press, and she just wanted somebody on her side to say she did the right thing, and he wouldn't publicly go there
right.
with her.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. Yeah, no.
And she traps him on, doesn't trap him, but she gets him on tape. It's not like he didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, I mean,
he didn't do anything wrong.
I heard it and read it, and I didn't see, to me, it seemed like the same thing that we've been talking about the whole time. I didn't really see I didn't see what the big reveal was.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know what the big reveal was.
No, there's no smoking gun or anything like that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So
what the heck, Monique?
I was like, I don't get it. What's the point of this?
I think the point of it is that it is between Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels. They are having a little bit of trouble, black directors, like with credibility issues these
Speaking
days.
of Lee Daniels.
So, did you guys see when Dame Dash came for Lee Daniels
That's what brought it up.
At the thing?
It was at the concert for Anita Baker.
Yes, it was at the concert.
Right.
And about, what was it, $1 million?
Couple million.
A couple $1 million
Yeah.
and Lee Daniels wasn't saying anything. The fact that he was staggering and stammering the same way you said Tyler Perry was, this makes me feel like it's a whole something going on. You know how I'm breaking down these conspiracies. Where's the money?
Well, I don't know about it being a conspiracy. It looks like he loaned him some money and I haven't paid him back. I don't know what kind of a conspiracy that is.
That's
It's just
fucked
like
up, though.
everyday, activities.
But you
That's
see,
fucked up.
you see Tyler Perry, you see
pattern.
Lee Daniels, and I'm like, maybe they don't have the credibility that we gave them,
Yes.
because they're like considered like the top, so they must know what they're talking about, and they would treat people right.
Exactly.
They would be do solid by people, but
Tyler
maybe
Perry
not.
makes church movies.
Yeah. But
No.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Right, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't think Monique handled this great. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good career move either. Like
No.
before, I think, like I said before, and
Yeah.
I know she's worried. She's saying like she's not making enough money, and she's worried about money, but at the same time, she's also turning work down because it's not enough money.
Yeah.
So come on, girl.
Yeah. I understand where Monique is coming from, but I think that she is going about this in all the wrong way. Like now this is becoming too much. Like if you got all this proof and conversations, then why not, do things respectably in the right way? You trying to rub people the wrong way, that's not going to help your case. That's not going to help you.
I also think this is the thing that you pull when you ain't got nothing else. It's a desperate attempt.
It's desperate. She reaching pimp.
A little bit, but I was intrigued by it this week. It was a good, Michael Jackson eating popcorn in the Thriller video.
Mhm.
This was like that.
Yep. yeah, it was.
Oh my God. So a flamingo that escaped a Kansas zoo in 2005 is thriving.
Just one flamingo?
Just one flamingo. He made a break for it. See what happens? It was an error.
He made a break.
It was an error. See, he was young, right? And they thought that his flight wings hadn't come in yet, so they didn't clip him because they clip their wings so they can't fly away. Well, they didn't clip his because they didn't think or hers. They don't know what. They didn't even get a chance to. He was so new, they didn't get a chance to determine the sex even. And so they didn't clip the wings, and lo and behold, he had his flight wings, or she had her. I'm gonna say she because she's all pink, so we won't say she's pink. We'll say it's she. She had her flight wings, and she was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out of here," and she flew away. and she's been on the run since then, and she's been spotted in several different states, Wisconsin and all this day. Now she's down in Texas with some seagulls.
Wow, the fugitive flamingo.
Yep, hanging around, just living her best life.
Right.
You know?
How do they know it's her? Well, I guess how wouldn't they
she
know?
She still has her. Well, first of all, it's not like there's a lot of flamingos.
That's why I said
around.
how wouldn't they know?
That's
Right.
for one, and then for two, she still has her tag for
the Kansas
492.
Zoo.
That's what they call it. I think it was 492. I think it's something like 492 or 492. That's her tag.
That's her name
on her leg, and that's her number. And she still has it on, and so that's how they know it's her. And they've seen her like all over the place. In Kansas, they're not a fan of the story because it's a constant reminder how they screwed up. So they're embarrassed by it, but they say it's it's good that she's out there living her best life, and if the conversation gets people to enjoy nature and to watch, take up bird watching, whatever, then it's all good. But they're not really particularly crazy about the story.
This is what's gonna happen if y'all think y'all gonna put some ankle bracelets on black people. We're gonna escape. We're gonna get out.
Do you know where in Texas at all? Because there's got to be someplace where some shrimp.
Well, I know it's
some crawfish
on the coast,
okay,
on the Gulf.
Makes sense,
It's definitely on there.
Yeah.
They're water birds, so she's going to be by some water.
Wow,
But,
from
hanging out in
Kansas
Galveston
to
like she
Texas.
on spring break.
Right. She done seen more states than me. This hoe.
Apparently, she's found some other flamingo who I guess has escaped as well. He's a different type of flamingo than her. But they said on his tag it has some letters like HDP or something like that. So he must have escaped from some other zoo or whatever, and I guess that might be her man.
She freed him.
They might be mating. She broke him out.
She broke him out. Don't even worry about it, baby. I got this.
I got you.
I got you.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's right, baby. That's right. You come on down to you like shrimp? We got shrimp down here and barbecue.
Right. You ever ate barbecue? Oh my God.
Down
That's
bitch
crazy.
On my team. I think.
That's crazy. From Kansas to Texas. Wow.
Mm-hmm. All over the place. Just,
right. Wow.
Just living a good life. I ain't mad at her.
I'm not.
So first we had Barbecue Becky.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
A couple months ago, whatever. We had Barbecue Becky,
Yes.
the white lady who decided she was going to record a couple of black people out at a barbecue
because they were using charcoal.
Because they were using charcoal, and supposedly, according to her, it wasn't a designated charcoal area, but then somebody else did. It was a designated charcoal area.
It was.
So yeah, they showed the sign. So we really don't know what her problem was. Well, now we have Permit Patty. She decided she's going to call the police on an 8-year-old little girl selling water to help raise money for her Disneyland trip because her mother recently lost her job. And they were planning on going to Disneyland. And the little girl understood that, her mother was having financial troubles, losing her job, but she still wanted to go to Disneyland. Asked her mom if she could help, fund the trip by selling some water out front on the stoop. And the mom said, yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
And was proud of her baby for being,
resourceful.
Resourceful, thank you. Yes, she was proud. And so she set out to go ahead and sell some water. And next thing you know, Permit Patty all up in their face talking about where's your permit and this and that. And decided she's going to call the police. And then Permit Patty wasn't even woman enough to be bold about it. She gonna go and try and duck and hide behind the wall and stuff.
Try to hide on the side of the
and
stoop.
She was like, nah, boo-boo.
That lady.
She was like, you can hide if you want to. The whole world go see you calling the police on an 8-year-old.
On an 8-year-old girl selling water out here.
Let it also be known.
And it was on her property. She was on her own property. She wasn't out on the street. She was on her property selling her water. That baby... Let that baby sell her water.
Was it her own property? Because I was under the impression that she was selling where she was selling because it was near the stadium where it was a baseball game. And that's where she knew that it would be people.
And
she was
video,
in front of the apartment building where that woman lived. And the woman at the apartment building, that was her problem. Was like, do you live here? If you don't live here, you have to go.
In the video, she said, I'm on my property.
No, the white woman said that. This is her property.
Oh, probably. Somebody said something about property.
She was saying that was her property. By the way, it was an apartment building, not her property.
Right. So it wasn't even her property anyway.
That's correct.
See, you know what? This is the problem right
She just
here.
was angry and she was in a bad mood and she wanted to take it out on that little girl.
This is what I said. I bet you if they was out there selling barbecue or chicken wings or some soul food, she would have been calling all her homegirls downstairs to come get a plate. But since that little girl out there hustling, trying to make her money, trying to do something good, that she had a problem with it. She was in her feelings about it.
She said that she was loud and it was her, it was like a weekend. There was like a Saturday or whatever and it was loud.
She was trying to work and their sales pitches was disturbing her.
Meanwhile, let me also say it was a baseball game nearby. That's why she was selling them there. So it had to be people coming by there. Because why else would she be there?
Thank you.
So, come on.
And on top of that, the lady was leaving her building. So what does she mean disturbing by noise? You were leaving. You were going